Libra, you're being guided to a greater stage in your life. Your destiny awaits you here in this incarnation. It is time to celebrate your hard work and reap the benefits. Let's do it. Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you guys so much for joining me here and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, it's good to see you guys again. Pull up a chair, my friends. I did save you a seat. So, my Libra friends and friends of Libra, welcome again for another round. I do have some messages that came through in meditation. A few oracle cards were pulled here, and then we'll get into the tarot as we do. So, Libra, the first thing that came through here was the future. We're looking at something here in the future. The next thing that came through was an image of a basketball court, and you were standing right at center court. So, standing at center court, the question that was asked here is, which side are you on? And then I was told it better be yours. So, Libra can have a tendency in shadow expression to forego their own needs or wants to keep the greater balance. Not always, but in this situation, maybe you are finding yourself the one who is trying to keep the peace in some situation, and you're finding that you are sacrificing some things about yourself in order to keep the peace. So the next thing that came through was actually assuage. This means to provide relief, essentially, to pacify or to quiet, to bring the level of pain down in some way. So I like to see this come through. We're talking about relief in some way. The next thing that I was given was kinetic. So something in motion, relief provided in motion. And I love the example of the basketball court at the beginning there. Which side are you going to choose? It better be your side, but which side do you belong on? You know what I'm saying? We can't sit in the on the fence here on this one. All right, Libra. So the next thing that came through here were some oracle cards. I was called to use the Citadel Oracle deck here. So two came through. Got the Weaver, Rediscovery and Transition. And then the Tailor, Attention to Detail and Pride. So I like that both of these have thread imagery. I moved my setup here, so thanks for your patience. In the Weaver here, we are not the ones who are in charge of creating this creation, but we are the ones who are guiding the shuttle here, okay? The weaving is already happening. The tailor is a bit more fine-tuning, I feel like. The book talks about embroidering on silk, like hand embroidering. So taking more gross motor skill function here and turning it into a little bit more of a fine-tuning. So with the Weaver here, do not control, but guide. Unexpected design emerges is the way that the book puts this. Rediscovering something that we have forgotten, either a person or an activity, a thing that brings us pleasure. And Libra being ruled by Venus here as well. You guys, you know your pleasure too. You and Taurus, right? Beauty, art, that sort of thing. Maybe it is an actual craft of some sort. The tailor here as well. So attention to detail and pride to reap the benefits of your hard work. This is where this is coming from here. Take pride in what it is that you've done before just jumping into the next task, which is something that I think is pretty typical nowadays. We don't take a lot of time to enjoy what it is that we have done, accomplished. Kind of that Four of Wands energy. Go celebrate what it is that you have accomplished. Even if you feel like it's not anything or it's not the complete goal that you're working towards right now, celebrate your victories along the way. Okay. Okay. So I felt called to move on to the Phoenix Oracle, and this is a new deck I've been working with. So the first one that came through here is Be Who You Are. Be yourself, Libra. Be who you are. Your destiny awaits you in this incarnation. This is where this comes from. The book talks about following your emotions rather than listening to the subjective intelligence of others, okay? We're following the beat of our own drum here. So back to the imagery of center court, be who you are. Choose the side where you are you. Where you're you, boo-boo. Okay, the next thing that came through here, Libra, is the key to mastery. So this is awesome. Awesome. This comes through here. The key to mastery. This is, you hold the key to mastery here in this lifetime. Each of these individuals are the jokers here in this deck, but they are earth, wind, water, and fire. At the center here is a pool of water that gives the secrets to each element's magic. So you are in a place right now where you're able to grab these keys, to dip into this pool and gain some knowledge that you didn't have previously. Whatever's going on right now seems to be very exciting, Libra, and feel free to let me know, you guys, in the comments. I do love to keep up on what's going on as much as I can and respond to those that I can as well. Things are getting busier, but I do still enjoy connecting with you guys, okay? So, trust in everything that is. That's right. So trust in everything that is, even the things that maybe we don't like, okay? The book talks about a connection between karma and reincarnation. So something about what you're doing in this lifetime, needing to fulfill being authentic to yourself, choosing yourself first, is a part of breaking a cycle of karma, I feel like. And with the weaving and the tailor here too, 555 on the timer, major life change. The fates is what I get from that. The fates design, changing your fate. Okay, I do feel called to pull one more Phoenix Oracle card here on camera, and then we'll move forward. What else do we have for Libra here, please, with this message? Deeply moved and fulfilled. Again, I feel like we're being drawn to emotions, okay, Libra? What is it that moves you? Like I said, being ruled by Venus, beauty. Beauty moves you. Art moves you. Now I don't want to tell you who you are, but this is a part of Libra's energy. Okay, let's get into the wild unknown animal oracle deck here. In general, what's going on for Libra, please? What else do we need to know for Libra's message today? A rat meow. Ooh, cosmic egg. So this is the crown chakra when this comes through. I do feel like you guys are able to tap into something a bit more cosmic even right now. Okay. This is a part of the key. All right. The key. Peter McAllister. What else do we need to know about that? We have had a lot of snake imagery coming through as well as egg imagery. We are in the year of the snake here. Transition, transformation. To transform the way that you do receive information. I feel like with rediscovery, I mean, transitions here too, attention to detail and rediscovery here with the Citadel cards here. I feel like in this lifetime, you guys are learning how to purify the message is what I'm getting. Totally. Okay. With that tendency to keep the balance or to keep the peace, we may not always speak or uphold, embody the truth that we receive. So there's something in this lifetime you're receiving as far as truth goes that you're here to embody, to share. I mean, we're here to share always, not everything, but this does feel like something you're meant to take on and let it adjust you, to move you back to you. Okay. Lamb here at the bottom. This is a gentle message that is persistent. Be who you are. Be yourself is what comes through. Okay, Libra? Be yourself. What is blocked for Libra at this time? The spider comes through. So this is Dharma and Greg. Oh my God, Dharma and Greg. All right. I'll show you the back of the card here. Dharma, this is the choices that we make build the life that the choices we're making create the life we're living. All right, there we go. But Dharma, our purpose. So yes, I feel even more encouraged to say there's something in this lifetime you have access to the keys to mastery. I feel like you're able to break a major cycle here, you guys. Even some of you, maybe you're done, maybe you're ready to break free from the wheel of samsara here. You've got to break free. I know I do. My goodness. Get me the hell out of here. I'm good. What does Libra need at this time? What does Libra need? Hey, Phoenix comes through. Libra, we're totally talking about burning through karma. That's what the Phoenix is. It's this energy rising from the root chakra up to the solar plexus. And as that energy rises, it is burning through karma. It is a cycle of burning through karma. It feels like there's a little bit of, like, we've gotten off track here, maybe in the last couple of lifetimes, gotten a little bit distracted by something that took more of our time than it needed to. Could have been in the way of pleasure. Okay, I want to feel called to pull one of these, and then we'll get some tarot going. Anything else here towards this message so far, please? Abundance and inflow of money, love, or rewards. And rewards. So this does feel like it's present here, you guys, when you choose you. When you start to have faith and trust in everything around you. The good, bad, and what you do understand, what you don't understand. It's all a part of the greater design. Like the Weaver here. We're directing our energy and how we're experiencing what's going on around us, but we're not here to change everything here. Some things, but not everything. There is an amount of surrender that is a lesson in being human too, okay? So let's get into, we'll do, 11:11 on the timer. 11:11. We'll do This Might Hurt tarot for Libra to start. Oh my goodness. My fingers. Try that again. We'll look at your hopes and dreams to start. Hopes and dreams for Libra. What does Libra desire at this time? Two of Swords here at the split. I do kind of feel, you guys, you feel that there is a decision you need to make, or there's somewhere you need to get up out of. I kind of get this vibe of, I don't want to make this decision, or I wish somebody would just make it for me. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, Four of Swords here at the bottom. This is your hopes and dreams. Rest, you guys. Healing of the heart. So when Four of Swords comes through, I feel like we've been approaching healing something that's been painful. And it's been more of this process of licking our wounds, just getting through what we need to get through until we can heal it. But there's an encouragement here where be you, choose you. We need to make that decision to do that. Life is not just going to unroll the red carpet here at some point to make everything easy and perfect to heal. It's just not. We need to carve out time, okay? All right. This is the Curious Travels Tarot we'll use for your second deck. What else do we have for Libra here, please? The Chariot at the split. Some of you may be looking to travel or move. I do feel like some of you feel stuck. Again, I'm brought back to this, like, I just wish somebody would make the decision for me. Strength coming through here at the split too. This is your choice to make, okay? This is your sovereignty. This is what we're doing here. Hopefully. This could be a part of the lesson that you're learning here. 13:13 on the timer. Death. The world at the bottom being your fear or aversion. What you're learning here is to make more decisive decisions or take more decisive action, to not let others influence you so much. So the world being your fear aversion. Maybe there is some travel for some of you guys with the Chariot coming through here, traveling the world. Maybe if this is you, I feel like this is a trip or more travel than you've ever had before or you're used to. Could be with someone new. Maybe there's a little bit of concern over that, but it's something coming to a close, taking things to the next level here, which is what we're talking about, the key to mastery. I feel like you guys, whoever this message is for, this is not your first approach at nailing this karmic lesson here. I feel like you're ready to be through it. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's do it. Your general energy. The Fool. Yes. Okay, totally. You guys are being asked to go by faith here. I'm drawn back here to the deeply moved and fulfilled. Go with your emotions here, okay, you guys? Have faith. Take this leap of faith here. What is waiting for you at the bottom is exactly what you're looking for. But being up here, if there is fear to take this leap, Nobody can make that decision for us. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. We have to make that decision. No one's going to come in and push us off the edge towards something that is greater for us, okay? We have to make the decision to move towards love, money, and rewards, or abundance. What else here in the general? It's almost like I was talking about this too. Four of Wands comes through. I was saying in the beginning there. So this is crossing a major threshold, this finish line, a major accomplishment here, finishing up this cycle of karma. In doing this, this allows us to start again, to start a new journey here. And I love that the world came through. I mean, not as much in the fear. The world to the Fool here, this is the end, this is the beginning. So being in your fear with the world, yeah, why is it so scurry? Why are we scared? I don't know what's next. Okay, yeah, no, I mean, I understand. Having a fear of the unknown is real. But this is such a big part of life. We don't get to know everything. Having faith in everything that exists here. It's not even going to hurt. It's not even going to hurt, Libra. Whatever this decision looks like in making this leap of faith, maybe it's a new job, maybe it is moving somewhere. It's listening to your emotions, though. The Four of Wands, this is a celebration as well. It can be hanging out with those that love us and we love them too. It could be a celebration like a wedding, a marriage happening here. For some of you, this could be something that's ending. It's time to move on to something new, or you're ready to take that step into something a bit more serious with a partner. Okay. Anything else here on the general for Libra, please? Retreat. Divine counterpart here too, divine connection sent to you from your angels. So for some of you, I do feel like there is a request to, especially with retreat, time spent alone, reflection on past and current situations. Some of you may need to consider whether this is friend, romantic, family, if a relationship requires you to retreat, okay? What comes through on that is, as you're here in the center court, in the basketball court, do you have the freedom to move to either side to discover where it is that you belong? Or do the relationships that you're in require you to be a bit more rigid? If that's the case, this may be a part of the message for you to consider whether or not this is a relationship that really allows you to master the things that you are here to master, or to be you, to be yourself, okay? Let's look at the good stuff for you too, Libra. What's going on? Ooh, goodness. Yeah, I'd love to know, you guys, what it is that what is scaring you shitless right now, okay? Because that's what's coming through here. That component of something that you want to do, but you're halted for some reason. This isn't just like anything that scares us. What are you feeling terrified to move towards right now? Because that's the thing that you're being called to move towards. That is the doorway that breaks you out of the wheel of karma. Wheel of fortune here. The fucking wheel of karma, you guys. Round and round we go. Being in the good stuff here. So like I'm saying, you guys, this is an opportunity to break free from a cycle of karma. This is good luck. This is something that was always intended to be, okay? Things improving on your end in whatever capacity when you take this message of leap. Cosmic egg, that makes more sense here too. You're receiving these messages pretty heavy, you guys. Libra, being an air sign, I notice as a Gemini myself, fellow air sign here, I do tend to receive a lot of messages mentally. Maybe you can relate to that. That's what I feel like is coming through the crown chakra right now. That's exciting. Okay. Okay. In this imagery here too. So the snake moving down the wheel, and well, here the Sphinx or Anubis in the Rider-Waite tarot rising symbolizes the descent of evil and the rising of goodness. Okay. Back to the cosmic egg here. I feel like this snake is either a person, maybe a shadow expression of Scorpio, being the snake, right? But this is somebody or something that has been choking out your ability to connect to the divine. This is leaving, though. Its effect on your life is leaving because you're making the decision for it to get gone too. Because you're making the decision for it to get gone. Two of Swords comes in to clarify this here. A decision. You're making the decision, you guys. Because you're making the decision, that's why luck seems to be, luck be a Libra. Luck be a Libra tonight. And thank God, you deserve it. Let's see, what else here, please, for Libra in the good stuff. Ooh, you want one of these. Calm down. Calm down. Good stuff here for Libra, please. Oops, too many. Let's try that again. For Libra. Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? I feel like this does feel like a person, you guys, for a lot of you. It could be a parent. Especially with the mothering ourselves component. This I feel like is the rise of goodness and the descent of evil. I feel like somebody has been poison in the water hole. Somebody's been like siphoning off your energy and your grace. Like a parasite. Let's get them out of here. Okay, what is it? 21 on the timer. What is it that we don't see coming here? What is in the shadow that's coming forward we don't expect? I was just talking about Anubis too. Judgment. So different card, but in this deck here, they decided to go with Judgment with Anubis weighing the heart against Ma'at, the feather of truth. Anubis, though, signifies the rise of goodness, like I was saying. Goodness for goodness sake. I love it. But what we don't see coming, and I did have in my meditation too, audit. Audit was another. There are some words that come through frequently, and I'm learning what spirit is intending with those two. So I didn't speak it, but I do have it written down. Audit, see? When that comes through, the way that I take that is the judgment card. To take an audit of ourselves. That's exactly what judgment means. So what we don't see coming here is an opportunity to clean house, to weigh our heart against the feather of truth, to decide which side of the basketball court we're on, okay? What I get is someone's here has been told you belong here on this side of the court, but you kind of have a feeling maybe you belong on the other side of the court. And this can be anything, you guys. I'm not talking about just like one or two, male or female, red or blue. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? I'm talking about choosing you or not choosing you. Choosing somebody else over you and choosing you, okay? What else do we have here for Libra? Five of Pentacles. The key. You guys, the key to mastery. So what we don't see coming or what's in the dark right now is that we do have the key to get us out of where it is that we feel lost in the cold, abandoned even. This is found, though, through this process of auditing, to audit our experience. Crow, okay. What else here in the dark? What do we not see coming forward? Teamwork and battle. I feel like we've got a little bit of those choices here too. What side of the court are you on here? If there is somebody in your life where you're finding you're either fighting or conceding, you're the one making a concession towards something, that's probably the person that we're talking about here. Okay, you guys? You're great at maintaining balance, but that doesn't mean, they've got the scales here too. A healed Libra also knows how to survive through something that appears unbalanced for a minute too. We're not here to balance everything for everybody, okay? You guys are here to learn how to balance for yourselves, which means choosing you. So move towards those things that look like a team. Back to the basketball analogy here. Okay. Anything else here in what we don't see coming? 2444 on the timer. 444. Be open to change. Be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. Be ready to switch teams, you guys. Whatever that means for you, okay? Switch it up. Switch it up. All right. Difficulty, your challenge at this time. 8 of Wands. I do feel like you're feeling like you're fighting a losing battle towards something. There's energy that's been depleted here with the 8 of Wands. I feel like what I'm seeing are these animals here. They're not really running towards anything in particular, but I kind of see it as like a fire. They're running towards a fire, or they're running towards the battle here, where the arrows are losing momentum. They've been fired at their target, right? So they're running towards battle. They're running towards battle rather than towards teamwork, okay? So the challenge here is, well, maybe it's a Sagittarius, I don't know. The challenge here is recognizing the direction that's best for you to go. I feel annoyed with whoever this person is, you guys. Just seem like a little shithead, okay? Taking advantage of your good graces in some way. Okay, what else here, please, in the challenge? Page of Swords. This, yeah, I feel like somebody is keeping tabs on you. Like if you're in a relationship with them, if it's a parent or even a friend, just somebody who crosses the line, in privacy especially. Someone checking through your phone, someone who needs to have your GPS on, that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. The writing's on the wall. If that's the case, if this is what you're going through here, you guys, the writing's on the wall on that. Pay attention to the flow of energy, where it's being depleted and where you're being depleted too. I feel like, yeah, with the Page of Swords here. So you guys have put a lot, like I said in the beginning there, you've put energy towards working on yourself. This is somebody who has like a backdoor access for some reason. Maybe they're the ones who are making it difficult for you to celebrate your wins right now. Maybe they're being diminutive about them. Like it's just really not a big deal kind of thing. It feels like when you let this energy go, whether it's a part of yourself, since we are looking at judgment here, or a literal person in your inner circle, this is the part of mastery. This is breaking the karmic cycle here. You can no longer be controlled by yourself or by anyone else. Back to the Weaver here. The plan is already there. We're just guiding ourselves along. We're not controlling the outcome of it. And neither is anyone else. Okay? Anything else here, please, in the difficulty for Libra? Apology. Forgiveness through mutual understandings. This did fall through in reverse. You may be wanting an apology here. Being in reverse here, I feel like there's not an apology that's being received here. And that may be a part, that may be a part of the difficulty. Decisions, the need to gain clarity through decision making. You have got to make this choice here. If this is a person, if it's a habit, a job, whatever, nobody's going to make that decision for you. Nobody's coming along to extricate you from that situation, okay? To bring relief, as we were talking about in the beginning. This relief comes from you. Don't wait on an apology. It's not coming, okay? That's a part of the difficulty. So I'm going to pull a Medicine Heart Oracle to close this out. Libra, final message for Libra, please. Ooh, She-Wolf. She-Wolf of the South. There's a she-wolf in the closet. Your past can be a source of beneficial wisdom gleaned through experience rather than a stifling burden of regret, recrimination, and rumination. Acknowledge your heroic heart and the strength of will that has seen you through to this moment. Past disappointments need not undermine your confidence in living a more beautiful and healed life. Your experiences of respect, peace, and love are well-deserved. Embrace them fully. I love when we're talking about celebrating your wins here. So your experiences of respect, peace, and love are well deserved. This is a part of what you're earning here. And the stifling burden of regret, recrimination, and rumination. I feel like this is kind of a ghost for some of us, you guys, whether someone who's physically passed or is just like haunting our energetic experience still. It feels like someone's holding out for an apology. Move on regardless, okay? Yes, Libra, I love you. I hope this message is helpful. I am not doing extendeds on the signs currently. I do have them on the collective readings. I'll have one of those coming out here soon, you guys. I love you. If you need help with something a little bit more specific, I do have personal readings open. I do have a personal mentorship program as well. You can check both those out. Links are in the description of the video as well as pinned comment. You can apply for the mentorship program. That is not something that I allow everybody to participate in, but I'd love to discuss it with you if you're looking for that, okay? PayPal is in the description as well as pinned comment. I do also accept the super thanks in YouTube here. To those who do donate to the channel, thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't do this without you. I wouldn't do this without you. All right? Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Be well.